Sad moments in gaming, am I right? Still BotW? Heck yeah. All the font has gone red. Yeah, I know, right, Julep? It's a bit weird. Something's wrong. Everything's just red. Except for that one green one, which doesn't make much sense. What happened there? Alright, let's see if we can do better than that. I should be able to. I should be able to consistently get sub 30, but let's just get a 31 instead. On a no reset. I mean, it was a really bad run, so it kind of deserved that crappy time, but you know how it be. I fell apart from the start, from the moment I couldn't get SOI clip.
Prends cette tablette, Sheikah. Elle te montrera la voie après ton long sommeil.
Alright, Breath of the Wild. I kinda wanna do AMQ one day. Or all dungeons. If I get a golem like a time I'm happy with in Breath of the Wild. I might want to try out all dungeons or AMQ. I'm not sure if I want to do AMQ or all dungeons, like which one I prefer. All dungeons seems to be the more competitive one. AMQ seems like more interesting to me personally. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing something longer, but not too long. Like AD, AMQ, MSR, MSD. Probably not all shrines. Or Hundo. I think they're too long. For me. Like the time I have. Yeah, AS is pretty broken at the moment. True. But I wouldn't mind like taking a medium-sized category and trying to optimize it.
Link,
Like trying to push the time down as much as I can.
dirige-toi vers le lieu que t'indique la carte de la tablette Sheikah.
Because I'm certain that like most longer categories aren't at the time they could be. Like I mean that's the same for every category. Like 26 is possible with any percent, for example. And I'm sure sub 6 is possible in all shrines given the new trick. Like there's always those times that, you know, can be pushed down for. And I think being the one to push down one of those times would be really cool. Yeah, I think so too, Julep. I think they're really cool. And like, I kinda wanna see the rest of the game. All I've done is any percent. I haven't seen much of the game in terms of speedrunning. But I really enjoy any percent still. Like there's nothing wrong with it. Some people might find it a bit boring and a bit reset heavy, but I kinda like it. It's a very satisfying run, at least. Please. It's not like it's 100% and it tracks all the casuals that like watching everything be done. But I like it. I don't know, some people like it too. It has a really difficult trick at the end, really. I'm not too sure what that trick is. Then again, I don't really understand what happens in any other category. Like, I legit, when I look at people do other categories, I don't know what's going on. I can't. I know nothing. I'm just like an empty brain, empty shell. I'm like, what is going on? Teach me. Streamer, help me understand what's happening. It's the SL into Korok Frost. Oh, I see. Super launches, Monka S. didn't mean to hit that D-pad then. I like fat fingered it. $27's pretty good. Da 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 da. I mean, at least like the nice thing about doing any percent a lot is that my plateaus are reasonably good. So that's kind of like really transferable to other categories, but then again, Plateau doesn't make up much of the other categories. But like, it's a start. Although some other categories have different, like, routing when it comes to Plateau. Like in AMQ, you grab the sledgehammer here. Rather than just going straight up.
Hey.
That arrow has been falling into my path a lot more like often than it usually does. Got angle. Poggers. Oh wow, what a slide. Rip gold potential. Got owned by the slide. And the slow BTB setup. Good vector on the cap dive there, you're right, Cryptic. Very good vector. Insanely good vector. I did some Odyssey practice today and I was like, wow, I haven't played it for 3 days and it's like I lost every single bit of skill and muscle memory I had. I'm like, well, great. Cool, thanks. Thanks, Odyssey. And Breath of the Wild's a bit rusty too. And they're all a bit rusty. Yeah, you were ahead, Cryptic. I was watching for an hour or two. Yeah, you were getting hecked, gamer. Feels bad, man. That's right, you'll get it soon. You can get the 102. I believe. That was a Poggers cryo skip. There were a few times I couldn't get out. Yeah, that's a feels bad, man. 2 hours offline. Wow, 2 hours of offline's nice. Must have just been one of those days, Cryptic. Unfortunately. One of those taking wooded days. So this is a Poggers early game. 744 cryo eggs, it's really strong. Nice. And Daiki got soft locked. Oh heck, dude. Don't you just hate that? You're like, well, that happened. Not much I can do about it. You just gotta, you know, try your best to not get attached, and that's the hardest thing. It's easier said than done. You're like, damn it, I got to wood and there's another one gone. Oh no, this might be bad. Oh wow, okay. YOLO skew worked on a super dodgy angle. And that was like the best pace head in the world. Damn, dude. Sorry to hear that. 1338 like that's pretty pog. Very pog. But you'll get there. Like as soon as you get out of wood, you'll be like, yep, in the bag. It's just like wooded's such a big like mental barrier and just the run barrier too. It's just like it's like one of those points and well, it's like, well, I'm in wooded. All I can do is my best. Just hopefully I can get out without losing too much time. And that's like you gotta be your mentality when you get into wooded to stop yourself from like feeling horrendous. Yeah, it just sucks so much. And the problem is you can do is like you can only do so many wooded ILs. It's like a totally different ball game in a run situation. You got like no emotion or like no attachment to an IL run. You're like, okay, I'm just doing ILs for practice. But then as soon as you remove that sort of like comfort, it really becomes a nightmare. Yeah, exactly, Cryptic. This is a really pog magnesis with that unloaded. No unloaded and we're ahead. Holy balls. Because my PB has unloaded and that's like a 20-second time save. So like be ahead out of this is kind of neat. Yeah, it's just like an entirely different ball game. ILs versus just attempts. Thank goodness that worked. Yeah, that crate walk's pretty pog. It's one of the newer strats I implemented. It's like my most recent new strat. It saves like 6 seconds, 4 or 6 seconds or something, depending on how fast you do it. I didn't really get to re-equip my shield. It's a bit tricky though. It's almost like holding ESS in Breath of the Wild, I guess. You gotta hold like a certain like length of the stick down, I guess, to make sure I don't go flying off too much, depending on the speed of the rotation of the box. Like if you try to aim in the same spot and stand in the same spot, you should be able to like get a constant speed of rotation, so you shouldn't be able to hold a nice angle on your stick and be good to go. It was really hard to learn. I'm not gonna lie, it took me like a couple hours to get it a couple of times. So once I started getting it, I'm like, okay, I know how far down I need to hold the stick. I know where I need to shoot. Keep the shooting spot consistent, change how I move the stick. And there you go from there. I didn't mean to hold. I didn't mean to do a turn wind bomb, but that happened. Okay. Gamer. Nice. We can get a Plateau PB here if we play well enough in this split. Very pog champion. I think Plateau PBs are 1458. Try go for a bit of a lower one here if we game hard enough. It's been unlikely, but it's possible.
Hey.
Game hard. That's right, that's the plan. Nice. That was perfect. Ash. Heck. So much lag. Nice. I think this might be a Plateau PB. Like, barely. Smash hard. Ah. It should be. Nice. A 2-second Plateau PB. Let's go.